Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wave Watch. And I am your host, Sleepy Bull. I wanted to go over the latest Elliott Wave developments for Bitcoin just because of the most recent price action that we've had. Just to bring you guys up to speed, this is the macro count that we have here. And I'll begin with the beginning here back in 2011. As you can see, this is, I have this labeled as Super Cycle Wave 1. I don't want to go as far as to say it was cycle because it lasts several years, so I'll call it Super Cycle Wave 1. Super Cycle Wave 2 was in January 2012, which kicked us off into the giant, huge Super Cycle Wave 3. And notice I tried to keep this as best I can to the characteristic of wave theory in the waves, being that wave 3 ends up having a breakout from the channel. So this is characteristic, with the top of wave 3 being $20,000 back in January 2018, excuse me. Coincidentally, and coincides with the coincides with the 1.786 extension of wave 1 supercycle all the way from the wick. I made sure to make that a point to include the closing. If you look at the monthly price action, let me just get out of full screen mode here. The monthly price action, we just wick above it and come right back down, so I made sure to do that. So yeah, this is wave 3 with a sideways wave 4. Usually wave 4s in the macro cycle, the macro super cycle, have a sideways triangle or sideways correction. If we zoom in, we notice that this is a sideways triangle correction within wave 4. So it's really a WXY wave 4 structure, with the triangle being the beginning of the correction before the final flush out. And then the major wave 5 here. There's many ways to draw this wave 5. I opted to make sure that it has the alternation because alternation is very important. As you can see, we have the alternation right there between wave 2 and wave 4. Originally, I did not want to have that as an alternation, but as the wave expanded, I've come to realize that it is desperately needed. Now, this is the final, I want to say, contestation with wave theory. There's a lot of people who believe that we will continue to go up until forever and whatever. I do not believe that just because of the wave theory, the way the chart lays itself out. It's self-evident. As time progresses, it's been as clear as day, and I will stick to the wave principle and the wave form of how it gets laid out. And this is as simple as it gets. We have finished wave 5 of 5. We have had a wave W down. We are about to close a wave X up, or you can call this wave A, wave B up. what has convinced me the most is the close of the 2-week candle. Here we have a doji candle here, the same as here on the 1 week. I'll show you guys here. This is the doji candle on the 1 week here. Doji candle, doji candle. Well, that's not really a doji candle, but this is. This marked the top. Doji candle, doji candle, doji candle. You see here we're having major doji candles on reversals, and this too is a reversal. I expect the break to happen here and with a continuation down to best case scenario 12K 11,400, worst case 4,600, worst case. And this coincides with the stock flush out. W, X, Y down to 2020 top before the final wave of correction for the year 2030. And yeah, guys, this is the final showdown. And so if we do not get this correction that I expect that we're going to get, excuse me, let me look for this BLX chart here, and also we have this channel coming into resistance with Bitcoin here. If we do not get this correction like we think, then that means that we have a major 1, 2, 3, and this wave 5 will in fact rather this wave 5 will in fact not be topping off here, which would be very strange because this is the target. The retracement of wave 4 is usually the usually wave 5 is the retracement of wave 4, with the target being extension of wave 4, with the 1618 being the target of wave 5. But you can also have wave 1. So I'm thinking if that's not it, this has to be it. But that's just crazy. That's just insanity. $1 billion, not in this environment, not in this money environment. So it's not happening. Yeah, Bitcoin's going to die before it grows. And not to mention, we've lost this giant channel. Yeah, this is it. It's gonna happen. 5,000. We just need to lose this channel, lose this support. Again, worst case, best case, 11,400. We'll drop to here. Worst case here. And yeah, this is Super Cycle wave 5. And we'll be going into the next cycle here, which is the Grand Super Cycle. We're starting a Grand Super Cycle in Bitcoin, which can have a wave 3 of unforeseen numbers. But we're not going to touch that. That's for another time. Yeah, this coincides with also our total 2. And total 3 analysis, where we have topped out a wave 5, I have a wave B top with wave C crash down here. We just have to wait for it to all play out. And it looks like the reversal is slowly coming in. And I've gone through this chart before in the prior videos, and I'll go through it again, and probably in the near future, just to do an update. And that's all I have, folks. Stay safe.